Good afternoon, Tony's Bonsai here, and I've been looking forward to this project for a couple of weeks now, ever since I picked this tree up. I've been scouring Facebook Marketplace looking for a Japanese maple to work on, and this one came up, £50 in the pot. Well, what do you want? So first thing, let's get some of these dead branches removed. This tree is an plamatum atropurporeum. One of my subscribers corrected me on my pronunciation, and I appreciate feedback like that. Stop me sounding like such an idiot. And this tree was, see, this just snapped off. It was up against a wall, so the stuff on the backside here is dead. So the first job is just getting rid of some of these dead branches. So what we've got here is the base of the tree. It's got a nice base. It splits into two trunks, and then this branch splits into two more. There is some old dead wood here that I may as well take off. This has been dead for quite a while, so I may as well just clean that bit. And there's a bit more dead stuff around here. So there's some more bits of dead wood around here that just want cleaning up a little bit. These can be dealt with properly down the line, but just so it's all a bit cleaner and neater, that's better. So when dealing with a tree like this, I've obviously got lots of options. This is the part that I'm really interested in. At the base, I want to, what's that? Well, it's got some scale insects on it actually. Hadn't noticed those. I'll definitely have to get rid of those. Fortunately they're just at the base, but I will check higher up the tree and deal with them. But back to my point about my options with the tree, this base is where I really am most interested in creating a bonsai. So rather than just chop these off, I think the best thing is to air layer the individual branches and see if I can create three other trees. So my decision now is where exactly on these branches do I cut. I've just zoomed in on this scale that I've found, and these are actually insects that need to be removed from the tree. So it's just a question of scraping them off. Fortunately, they only appear to be in this one localized area at the moment. But what I will do is I will do some research and spray this tree, because I don't want these to sort of take over, and they do affect the health of the tree. Well, that seems to be them all gone from that area anyway. Of the three trunks, there's one that doesn't look great and the other two that have some potential. I like this, I like the way it splits, and there's some other branches coming off. So I think somewhere around here might be a good place to do an air layer. So I'm going to do that now. There are countless videos on air layering. I've done one myself, I've done a couple myself, so I'm not going to go over the top talking about this. It's pretty easy with a maple. We just do a nice sharp cut. You push fairly hard through the bark to cut right through. You don't just want to go through the surface layer, you need to go right down to kind of the heartwood. Slice down, and this should just peel off, all things being equal. There we go. Look at that. Even chancers get it right from time to time. So I'm just working my way around, taking off the rest of the bark. So this ring fully encircles the tree, and that's all the way off. You then give it a scrape. Make sure that top edge has got a lovely clean cut. And that should produce a good air layer. I previously made such a mess of applying hormone powder. This time I've gone and got a brush. One of my old, I think it's an oil painting brush, or did I use this for acrylics? I'm not sure. I've actually just received a reply from Sky Arts Landscape Painter of the Year, asking if I want to go and join the wild card, so that should be fun. But anyway, back to the tree. That's got a nice coat of hormone rooting powder, and it's that top edge, that's where you need to get it. In this cling film, I've got some damp sphagnum moss, or sphagnum moss, whatever you call it, and all I do is wrap it around fairly tight in a nice sort of package, if you will, like that, surrounding the ring of bark that's been removed. It is quite easy actually using cling film. It's a friend of mine, Nilly's Bonsai, Sam, I don't know if you checked out his content, he recommended this method. And all I'll do then is secure it with a piece of 1mm wire, nice and tight round the top, come back down, another loop round the bottom, boom. Feel a bit like David Bellamy in here. But this is the second trunk that I like the look of. If I do an air layer here, it can be sort of a twin trunk. And thinking about it, I think I'll have a genuine twin trunk and an air layer right at the base. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So that's me done for today. That's 2 air layers on. I'm going to leave this other trunk without an air layer because I don't want to risk the health of the main tree. This is my main focus. This is what I really got the tree for. These are just bonuses. And I think if I remove all 3 branches, I might be risking the health. And I'm not bothered for an air layer on this one anyway. It's only skinny and it's not got very good sort of structure to it. So that's gone well. I forgot to press record when I was stripping the bark off off this second air layer, but you've seen what I do. It's the same principle. And I think the moss was a little wet in this, so as I squeezed the bag, you might have noticed some water dripping out as I squeezed it, but I didn't want it overly wet, so I give it a good squeeze. Some water came out, and I think that's on nice and tight, you know. I removed the bark quite high up to this V, so it will be a genuine twin trunk coming straight out of the ground. Could be good. you know, love this sort of stuff. Been excited about doing this, and I really can't wait to hopefully see these take, and I can cut it down and see this start coming to life. So yeah, it's been fun. Thanks for joining me as always. If you've enjoyed and you want to see what happens with these air layers, subscribe and follow my my bonsai journey. It's been great having you join me today. I'll see you soon.